Hello everyone, Miss Carrie here. Today we're diving into 3 beginner-friendly techniques: random stamping, creating a shaker card, and heat embossing. These techniques will help you add fun and creative elements to your cards with confidence. Now let's take a look at the supplies we'll be using today. For today's project, we'll be using some of the brand new releases from Trinity Stamps, including the indispensable stamp set and coordinating dies. I'll also be using some of the new embellishments to create my shaker cards. I'll be using the Bathwater Semi-Opaque Shaker Pop Embellishment Mix, the Happy Pills, and Boo Boo Buddies Clay Embellishments. As I create today's project, I'll bring in a few additional supplies. I encourage you to use what you already have in your craft stash, but if you would like a list of the items I'm using, one has been provided for you in the description below, along with my affiliate link to the Trinity Stamps shop. Let's get started with the project. We're going to start with the background by doing some random stamping. I'm using the little Band-Aid icon from the indispensable stamp set, and I'll be stamping this in 3 ink colors. When random stamping, try to stamp in a triangular pattern and rotate your stamp slightly each time. This creates a more natural, even distribution of the images. Also, make sure to stamp off the edge of the paper so it looks like a real patterned background. The indispensable stamp collection also has some small images that would fit in the center of these bandages. If you would like to add those as well, feel free to do so. This is such a fun, bright color combination, isn't it? This is perfect for a get well card to cheer anybody up. Now, I did cut this cardstock much larger than needed so that I could pick and choose a portion of the design that I wanted. To cut out the background, I'm going to use a larger frame from the Emergency Card Essentials 2 collection. And I'm going to grab the largest circle from the Emergency Card Essentials 1 collection. To create my shaker window, I'm going to place the circle right here on the rectangle, and then I'm going to run it through. I'm also going to cut out another piece of cardstock to create the back for my shaker. This is going to be cut using that rectangle die so that it's the same size as the patterned panel. So now that this is cut out, I feel like I need some more stamped images in here. I'm going to grab that small little RX image, and I'm going to randomly stamp a few of these images in black. I like the way the bold black contrasts with these brighter colors. It's really going to make this card pop. Now we're going to assemble the shaker. I'm going to use some double-sided tape to adhere a piece of acetate behind that circular window. I prefer to use double-sided tape because it tends to adhere a little bit better than liquid adhesive. On the back of the stamped panel, I'm going to place some foam tape. I'm using World's Best Foam Tape by Pear Blossom Press. This is one of my favorite foam tapes to use for shaker cards. It is a temporary adhesive for about 30 minutes and becomes permanent after 24 hours. So I've gone ahead and placed my foam adhesive around the edges, and I've created a nice barrier around that circle for the shaker bits. Before I pour in all of my little shaker bits, I do want to add a little bit of anti-static powder to the acetate. This is going to prevent those pieces from sticking to the acetate and allow them to move freely within my shaker card. Now for the fun part. I'm going to add those little bubbles, the happy pills, and the bandages inside. I'm going to try to show you the difference in thickness between these two. The larger happy pills are rather thick, so you need to make sure that you're using a foam tape that's a little thicker than these clay bits. Otherwise, they're going to get stuck in your shaker card. So the happy pills have 3 colors, a red, a yellow, and a wonderful teal color. Since my stamped images are pink, yellow, and blue, I'm going to omit the red for this card. I'll use them on another design instead. The bandages are similar. The larger bandages are thicker clay bits, while the smaller bandages are a little bit thinner. I love how these bandages have little pink hearts in the center. I'm going to go ahead and bring in those little bubbles. All right, now that all of the little clay bits are in place, I'm going to place a little bit of liquid adhesive on my foam tape. What I'm doing here is I'm just kind of filling in those spaces where my foam tape connects. This creates just an extra protective barrier to prevent those little pieces from falling out. I'm going to go ahead and place this over my card backer. And now we have an adorable little shaker. How cute is that? Now we're going to create our sentiment. I'm using the Sorry About Your Boo-Boo sentiment from the Indispensable stamp set. Before I stamp it, I'm going to apply a little bit of anti-static powder over the top. This is going to prevent that embossing powder from sticking where I don't want it to. I'm going to stamp this with some Versamark ink. When I create heat embossed sentiments, I always like to create at least 2 because inevitably one doesn't turn out. So I'm just going to move this cardstock up a little bit and stamp a second one. I'm going to use some fine white embossing powder and sprinkle it over the top. Now I'm going to grab the heat tool. I want to make sure that it's nice and heated up before I run this over the top of the powder. Whenever you are using a darker cardstock, you're going to end up with some white residue from that anti-static powder. Once your embossing powder has sat, you can use a dry blending brush to remove any white residue and restore that deep black color of cardstock. I'm going to cut this out using the matching die. I'm going to be placing my shaker card onto a pink card base. Of course, you could use yellow, blue, or black. I chose pink because it matches the hearts on those little clay bandages. I'm going to place my sentiment right here in the center with a little bit of foam tape. Let's make sure it's nice and even. There we go. How cute is that? So this here is a really simple shaker card that you could create using some of those new items in the Trinity Stamps collection. I think it turned out super cute and it's perfect for someone on the mend. Today you learned 3 beginner-friendly techniques: random stamping to create a background, assembling a simple shaker card, and heat embossing a sentiment for a crisp professional look. You can use these techniques in so many ways on your future card making projects. I want to thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun tutorials, and leave a comment below letting me know which technique you're most excited to try. If you have any questions about the project or supplies I used, feel free to post those in the comments below. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see what you create.